And I would really love it if any of you watching have got similar lips to me, where they're full in the first place, but you just want a little bit, you know, maybe as you've got older as well, you'll find, maybe it's in my head, but I feel like they've, like, without lipstick on, they're quite small. Hey everyone, welcome to the start of another vlog. Today, what are we going to do today? Well, first of all, sorry for the mess that is behind me. I'm still working on this room at the moment. For those of you who are new, we only moved house like a month ago and we're renovating it. And like, I don't even have any door handles. Can you see down there? No door handles because we're painting the doors. We've got new door handles. Like there's so much going on. But last week, what am I saying? Last week, we were in the kitchen cooking dinner and we needed to use the microwave. And we turn on the microwave. It's like one of those integrated microwave oven things. And here's the thing. When we bought the house, in the inventory, there was reference to like a standalone microwave. And I didn't realise it was standalone. I thought they were going to take the integrated units with them, which would have been really weird because they're designed to fit that space. And I was like, oh, no, you can't do that. And they were like, no, it's standalone and we're going to take it. And I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, we've come to realise why. Because the integrated microwave is broken. The oven works, but the microwave, you turn it on, literally after like 2 seconds ago, it turns straight back off again. So we contacted Neff, who are the manufacturers, and they are sending over a mechanic, like engineer, today. He's going to turn up in around about 10 minutes, I think. So I'm going to film what I can, like without getting his face in and without him thinking like, why are you filming? Because it's not exciting, is it? But I'm really fingers crossed, you know, that he can fix it. Because if he can't fix it, we either live without a microwave, which we don't use them that often anyway, but it's nice to have, you know, or we have to change not only that microwave oven, but the one below it, because it's designed to all look the same and all fit in that space. And there's also a proving drawer for bread. Like the people that lived here spent a lot of money on the oven, I will tell you that. And we don't really want to have to like rip out the oven and start again with it. So I'm so fingers crossed and putting it out to the universe that it's repairable, and that if it is repairable, it's not going to cost the absolute earth to fix. So that's like, channel that energy for me, everyone. Then what else we're going to do today? I need to tidy up some of the rooms. So I'm going to show you some of the rooms, like the condition they're in, because I haven't unpacked everything still. And I think that's him at the door. Let's go. So guys, it's looking like it's the inverter that is broken. So that's the proof. By the way, we're painting, which is what this green is, this green frog tape. But yeah, this at the top is what's broken.
Yeah, I won't be touching that.
Look at that. So which bit's broken? Oh, you don't know? Or you think you know?
Yeah, inverter, I believe so.
Oh, okay, all right. Right, you guys, this is the side of an oven, microwave, and then the main oven's down there. Okay, so we're painting this kitchen at the moment. We made a big error yesterday. I chose apple white, which looks horrific. You can't tell from it. But anyway, apparently this is like from 2011, and he said, this is broken, and this is broken, and the fuse is gone. But thank God it's not like thousands of pounds to fix. It's not like how much it would cost to actually replace the whole thing. So we're going to get him to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Can't believe we're putting a spoon in the microwave. I'm scared.
Yeah, does it have it? Yeah.
Oh, so you can. Okay, fine.
I'm a genius.
You are a genius. I'm so happy because...
When you know, you know.
I know, when you know, you know.
What did you change again?
The inverter and the magnetron.
Magnetron and the inverter.
Yes, and the fuse.
And the fuse.
The inverter would have caused the failing, would have caused the fuse to blow.
Okay. We have hot water. It worked. Brilliant. Hey everyone. Oh my word. Okay, so the engineer has just gone, and so I keep a gratitude journal, okay? And every single good thing that happens in the day, even if it's just that I woke up this morning, I write it in my gratitude journal. And I really feel I have to recommend this to you guys. Hang on a minute, Louis! Good boy, good boy. Good boy, yes. Sorry, that was Louis. David left the utility room door open and Louis was just about to scarper into the garage, which I would never get him out of. Anyway, yeah, I was going to say, I write in my gratitude journal things I'm grateful for each day, and I swear to God, it attracts more positivity to you. The amount of good luck I've had this week, or the last couple of months, the last year since doing it, has just been next level. Like, I can't tell you day on day the blessings that come to me, like the good things that come to me, and I just so recommend it, you guys. I mean, I know some of you have tried it and you haven't liked it, and that's fine. But if you can just get yourself a journal, write down the date. You can start whenever, you don't have to kick it off in January. You can do it from today. Write down the date, and every little thing good that happens, write it down, and you start to manifest and attract good. But anyway, so the microwave is fixed. We haven't got to buy a new microwave oven. And in fact, it wouldn't even have just been the microwave oven we'd have had to have bought. It'd be the whole system. So like the main oven underneath it, we'd have had to have bought that as well. And it was going to be around about £3,000, £2,000 or £3,000, which it's a boring thing to have to spend £2,000 or £3,000 on. But now we don't have to. It cost us to fix it £470 to repair that. So I'm happy. Money saved. Now, what I'm going to do, can you see how horrific it looks back here on the walls? What we did yesterday, we started painting, and we got in there with white paint as a base because the original colour was like dark taupe. You need to cover that up, obviously. Then I picked this colour that looks horrific. It's called apple white. David put it on the walls, just in patches. And then he showed me, and we were both like, we didn't like it at all. So the Egyptian cotton colour that we've got in the other rooms, I think we should put in here. So that's what I'm going to do today. So it's a mess in here. So I'm going to tidy up, do the dishwasher, and then get to work on that. David's just there actually.
Hello.
David's doing something with lighting today. So we discovered in the overgrown garden that at one point it looked quite nice, and we are tidying it up because we got a quote of around about 30,000 to redo the whole garden, and obviously 30k, no, not when we just bought the house. So we are going to try and do the garden ourselves. And when we were digging up the weeds and all the overgrown stuff, we discovered there's up lighting in the garden. They actually had lighting in here at one point, like shining up through the trees. It's quite magnificent, but the lights are really dated, and some of the wires are actually exposed to the elements. So David has gone and he's bought LEDs, and he's going to install them because David is very good at that kind of thing. So tonight we will have, because at the moment only a couple of the lights work. That's Louis, he's like playing with his toys. Yeah, only a couple of the lights work because the wires have like come off, so we're going to do that. Anyway, let's get to work. Cleaning the kitchen. I've had a quick tidy up. I've actually left a lot of stuff on the island in the middle here because I'm going to be painting. I need to go and get changed. I'm going to be painting and I need to move like all of the stuff that's over there, like the toaster, the soda stream, the flowers. I need to move them all to this centre console so that I can paint the walls. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and get changed, and then you can hang out with me while I paint. We've had to come into Wickes because two things. First of all, I need some more paintbrushes. Secondly, I realised that I don't actually have any paint trays left because the paint trays I've got have had other paint colours in them. So we need to find where to get those from. Is it the next aisle? Yeah, the other thing we need is, you know how we're David's sorting out the outdoor lights? Well, apparently he needs like a junction box and some other bits and pieces, some like electrical things. So we're going to go and check out where they are now. lovely down here. Got some electrical bits here, cabling and such. I'm actually quite excited about the garden. So I think I told you, we got a quote for like 30k to renovate it. And actually, we started clearing it, taking out the weeds and the overgrown hedges. It's actually quite nice. You can see they've landscaped it in the past, like we're starting to reveal stone that's down there, like patio, etc. So we're just going to try and make good with what we've got for now and then maybe do it in the future. Any joy? Have they got what you need?
Might have to get a screw fix.
You don't really want it in white though, do you?
That's the ones you fill with resin.
Right. What we needed wasn't there, so David is going to continue looking down here.
So this is what goes inside those boxes.
Yeah, that's what goes inside. Okay.
And then you can connect stuff up to them.
Okay.
But I need something that's waterproof because it's going out in the garden.
Yeah.
So maybe something. This is the sort of thing. It's like this box, if you can see through there.
Yeah.
It goes on there.
Right.
But that looks too flimsy.
Hang on, weren't they round there? The waterproof ones. The ones for external are here. External electrical. Oh, there's some stuff here. That kind of looks like what we need. Only we need like a three-way. This kind of thing. Yeah, this is it.
I've got to have, it's got to be 12, 15 now.
Do you know, you won't believe it, guys, but I've just been stood here for several minutes talking and I hadn't hit record. So I need to do it all again. Right, we've just got in from Wickes. By the way, the cat ears, it's a hairband. It keeps my hair off my face when I'm painting, when I'm doing my skincare, anytime you need your hair off your face. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of what we got from Wickes. This is like the weirdest haul I have ever done in my life. So first of all, I got a new paint tray with a large roller and then some of the mini ones. The next thing I got is a pack of 4 brushes. These are from this brand called Harris, and Harris are really good. We were using paint brushes before that were a bit cheaper, and they were rubbish. They were leaving like streak marks on the walls. They're brilliant. Then from Harris, I also got a mini tray with mini roller, just when I'm doing some of like the smaller bits like cutting in and stuff. And then the paint we're going for, okay, so the colour on the wall right now is horrible and it's called Apple White by Dulux, but we're going to switch it for this, which is Egyptian cotton. Annoyingly, with the Apple White, I bought so much of it because I thought we were going to do kitchen. Right, I bought tins of the stuff. It's too late to return it. And David has opened one and used like a quarter before realising it's horrible and stopping his work. And I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to have to chuck it away. And it's like not even open, but it's a horrible shade. As you can see, it's like... although it's white green, it's actually quite neon in a way. In real life, it's horrible. So I'm going to have to paint over all of this. Before I do that, I need to get Louis out of this room because he is going to get underfoot. But one thing I was going to tell you about, well, actually 2 things. So first is concerning my lips. And I'm thinking about getting filler, which I'll tell you about. The other thing I was going to say, I've told you about this before. Do you remember I told you about an app called ShopMy? So ShopMy is a shopping app, as you can imagine, and it's brilliant. So it's free. You download it off the App Store or Google Play or whatever. I'll link to it below. I'll link to mine below so you can follow me if you want. And what you do, what I've done, is you can create lists. So you have your own like homepage that people can follow and check out, and you add to it. So you can create categories like I've got homeware, I've got glassware like glasses, etc. I've got shoes, I've got bags, I've got wall art. And in fact, the wall art that's going in this kitchen, I discovered it on ShopMy because they've got their own homepage and it shows you things from around the internet that you might not have known about. And it's so addictive. I would show you it, only I'm filming on my phone, but it's so addictive. And I'll put a link in the description below of my account, so you can like check it out, see what I've got going on. If there's anything I've got that you like, you can add it to your own list. And what it means is that besides the fact it's quite fun, if there is anything around the internet you like, but you don't want to buy it just yet, you can save it on your ShopMy and then go and check it out and buy it at a later stage if it's something you want to do. The other thing I was going to say is I'm seriously considering, I'm going to paint in a minute, seriously considering getting filler in my lips. So the reason is, I've got quite full lips. I'm not saying I don't, but as I've got older, I feel like I've lost a little bit of volume in them. And not only that, the reason why my lips look fuller again is because I overline them quite a lot. And the other day, I have oily skin, right? Always have done. Enlarged pores, oily skin. Drives me mad. I do my makeup in the morning, quite literally 10 minutes later, oil slick. Tried everything. Anyway, I did my makeup the other day. And have you ever had it where you catch sight of yourself in natural daylight, only the light's coming in from an angle so it shows up every imperfection? All the pores, all the makeup that's sunk into the lines and the pores, like it showed up everything. And I looked at my lips and it's like where the oil had mixed in with everything, the lip liner had gone like patchy, like it just looked nasty actually, where I'd overdrawn. And I thought, this is probably what it looks like all the time, and I'm actually going out that house like this. And I just thought maybe I'll have them done. Now, this isn't an ad, by the way, this is just me talking out loud. But there is a guy in London who I've been to before. He's got a laser clinic. He's called Dr. Joni De Silva. And he and his partner run the clinic, and he spoke to me years ago and said to me, not that you need it, but if you ever want lip filler, he's been in the press. Okay, you guys, he has actually been in the news because he has a technique where people don't know you've had it done. And he has shown me his before and afters. There was a journalist that went in and he did her lips, and her before and after was incredible. Like I looked at it and it didn't look like duck lips. And that's the reason why I've never had it done, because I'm frightened of duck lips. I don't want that. I don't like this heavily inflated, heavily filled look. I just want just like the tiniest bit of volume back. Probably to a point where it's not even worth doing because the amount of filler that I would want is so small. But I was thinking I might actually contact him. He's in central London, Marylebone. I might actually contact him and see if I can get booked in. But let me know what you think. Like, let me come in closer and show you. So, can you see how much? Look how oily my skin is. So oily. And can you see where I overline? You can see that. Again, it's not terrible. I'm not coming on here being like, oh my God, my face is falling off. I'm not that at all. But you know when you just want to have a little tweakment, you know, just like something small. And so I'm going to think about it. David has said no. My friend Phil has said no. My other friends have said no. My family have said no. I say yes. No, you know what I mean. I'm going to think about it. And I would really love it if any of you watching have got similar lips to me, where they're full in the first place, but you just want a little bit, you know, maybe as you've got older as well, you'll find, maybe it's in my head, but I feel like they've, like, without lipstick on, they're quite small. And I just want them like a little bit more plump, you know? So that's what I'm thinking of doing there. And I would just love to get your input if you've got similar lips, and like, did you regret it? Did you not? Have you been to Dr. Joni De Souza for lips? I go to him for Botox. I used to. He ended up like, it was actually a pain to get there in the end because he's in central, and I used to get the tube, and I hated getting the tube after I'd had Botox because like your makeup's patchy and you've got pinholes in your face and all the rest of it. So I stopped going and I ended up going to like a dentist, and the dentist is no good. I'm not going back to him for Botox. I haven't actually had Botox in over a year now, and I need it. I'm actually going for Botox. Some of you asked me, I was meant to have it done in early May, and I had to cancel it. And the next available appointment was 17th of June, so that's when I'm going to go and get my Botox done. And I haven't had Botox, as I say, since last May, so it's like a year and a month I haven't had Botox for. And I mean, it's not terrible, my forehead isn't terrible, but you know, I like that kind of glassy look you get when you've had Botox. So yeah, but do you know, I wonder whether I'm allergic to Botox, because when I get it, I get facial swelling, facial puffiness, and I don't know whether it was the person I was going to. I have been told that he was putting too much in. Could be anything, but I'm going to get it done again. If it happens again, then I know it's the Botox, and I'll consider whether I want to keep having it done. You know, whether it's worth that or not, and but if not, then it might be fine. Anyway, David's coming back in now. I'm going to put Louis away and start painting. Look at that, looking so much better. It's so bright in here. It looks really dark just there, but it's actually very, very bright. And it's still drying, so the paint is a lot darker than it's actually going to look. It's going to get lighter than this. But if I come over here and show you this sort of colour on the wall, this sort of, that is more the colour it's going. Really, really pale. It's a lovely colour.